we had a can-do notion. So, you know, we contacted people like children's homes and stuff like that and said, hey, you're looking for somewhere interesting to take, challenge for your kids. Your social workers needed to get out with them. Rather than taking them, you know, there wasn't McDonald's in the place because it was still too early for those ones. But rather than taking this to that place, bring them to the circus. So straight away there was this interest, you know, it started to permeate around probation areas, and care homes and stuff. Bring us all your wounded, bring us all your lame, bring us all those ones who kind of were, you know, really affected by the Troubles, you know, and that was the start of a community circus. And they would bring on, you know, a social worker who was very interested and then saw what we were doing, so they'd get involved. You know, somebody else who was working with youth opportunities, they'd get involved because they could see, hey, these boys are going somewhere. Yeah, there's a can-do attitude, let's go. And look what the kids are getting out of it. This is amazing. Because you wouldn't have him working together ever before. And here they were working hard, chatting away. So we worked out there. We knew then, two blokes running it, you need to have some women in because there are a lot of little girls coming around. So we had to go and then logistically find people who would help us out and to be part of that. And I believe that, you know, in 1985, which is the formal start of the circus, I went again and applied to the Arts Council for some grant, and I got £2,000, a lot of money in 85, to get equipment to help us keep going. So that was kind of like our first official foot on the ladder as far as, you know, funding and recognition by the Arts Council that we had got there. But the leisure services, you think about 81, and it's still the case now. I mean, there are people out there that look for shoddy pavements so they can have a claim. So certainly in the notion of like circus, in a leisure centre, we're working on stilts, we're working on beer barrels and things like this and walking on them and all this sort of stuff. They were going, insurance, what do we do? And you know, in that first, I believe, 8 years, one broken bone. And we're pushing limits, left, right and centre. One broken bone in that time, you know, but eventually the leisure centre said, insurance-wise, we can't, you know, you have to move out. So we kind of had to leave that sort of safe environment of the leisure centre because of that claim culture. And so we started to look for church halls. God would move out, circus would move in. It's back to the Bible tense again. You see the way it just works beautifully, you know? God leaves the church hall because of, you know, the community and diminishing, you know, congregations. It's empty. We're in there like a dart. No more smell of soap hymns, but we worked really well. And so we kept on moving around various places.